you're dealing with internet issues.
Yeah, and still sort of am. So I'm going to call somebody out here and schedule them to come out here tomorrow. So yeah, I know I've been saying that
Hopefully they don't charge you
for a
for the
minute
visit.
now. You think that they would pay $130 fucking a month for this service?
God damn.
Yeah. Kiss my ass if
My parents. You need to see if there's Google Fiber in the area, dude.
Unfortunately, that service area is only in like Seattle. Yeah, fuck us, you know, little rural folk. Yo, Dan. What is up, Captain? Oh, I see. It's like you're going back and forth.
Final arrive.
Dun 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 dun.
I hear you.
I heard you on YouTube, so I came to see what's up.
Oh, look. Like, Ben is flexing that hand cart with his ass. Damn, that's impressive, dude.
Ooh.
It tells me to enter vehicle.
Can you? The vehicle?
Trying to,
No,
but
it
won't let me.
Nah, it's because I'm in it.
Yeah.
Did you just jump off my car?
No. Car's still going. It's like
Did
you
I get
jumped
off
off
the
it. Yeah, you got off the car.
How the hell did I do that?
I have no
Weird,
idea,
but
man.
okay. I mean, I was still running the cart. That was weird.
Yep.
That was weird. I mean, you were standing on it, I was off, but when I hit the F button, I was still on the cart. I don't know. Weird. That's a heck of an interesting game mechanic. Go ahead, sorry.
I'll just stand on it.
See how when it gets to wobbling, you gotta watch your speed on that thing, otherwise it'll wobble right off and derail.
Yep.
Which I don't understand why it shouldn't do that, but whatever. So much faster than jerking around trying to ride a run.
Yeah. Yep. So what do? You have to keep pumping the mouse up and down or something?
No, I don't do anything.
Oh.
Hold on. That's what I mean. I told you. Like, this thing gets to going and it fucking derailed. I have to. And I don't know why. No, I mean, ironically enough, yeah, no, you just basically run like a regular steam locomotive. You just set the handbrakes off, you set the reverser up, and you turn the regulator on. But you're throttling it, it takes off. That's all you gotta do. There's no work for you. The game / your player does all the work. You just sit there and just watch and be like, yeah, go faster, no, go slower.
Man. Boy, I tell you what.
What you gonna tell me about?
Well, imagine back in the day when they had real hand carts like this. They would have loved to have had locomotion mechanics like that.
Yeah, no shit.
So, Don Doff sent me that one book along with another one. It's got the Oregon Eastern stuff in it.
Oh?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack what you guys were talking about.
Oh, no worries.
Excited.
You're in the chat, so
Yeah.
we're just doing a stupid Eureka challenge, dragging 40 cars uphill to the where's it going? The iron ore.
No, going to coal mine.
Coal mine.
Oh.
It's a long haul, and you see this guy's track, and you're like, holy shit! How long did you spend building this bitch? Because like, he said he did it 3%. His ruling grade is 3%, but his average was at 2 to 2.5. So there's a few spots on the line that up to iron ore / coal mine, he's got it at 3%, but he kept it at 2% as best he could. But it's crazy cool looking at it. Don't get me wrong; it's pretty badass. It just it's such a long damn train that I mean, you either need somebody on the back end, or if you want to ride it in F mode, which is you'll have to have somebody running the locomotive in F mode and firing for you, or you have to run the train and outside of F mode and firing. If you're doing it by yourself, if you want to keep the train going, because I have found the bad thing about this game is if you don't, we're almost to the sawmill here, so I'm gonna go ahead and full speed ahead. I'm gonna derail this thing and be done with it, and then we'll just run to the train.
All I see is already built a track all the way up to the coal mine.
That's just it goes to smelter area. Watch out, here we go. Boom.
Derail this bitch.
Yes, I did. Just because I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Nobody cares.
I don't. We're right here anyway, so whatever, right?
I think you got a follower, and it isn't me.
Follower from where?
Oh, it's that handcart that you were re-railing.
Okay. So two things. One, the tender is not fully loaded with wood. It's probably about 3/4 full. Two, the fire is cold, so I'm gonna have to reload it. So if we want, we can do like I've done in the past, and that is build the fire up and then load up a bunch of logs and throw them in the tender. So
yeah, sounds good to me. So how do we fully fill these cars? Right at the coal mine?
yeah, that's something we'll end up having to do at the mine.
Okay. And where do we take all this wood back here?
To the mine.
All goes to the mine. All goes to the same spot. Wow.
Yep.
Holy shit. You're gonna need a helper to get up that hill.
No. It really doesn't need a helper. I've done it before. I got it all the way to fucking I could see the coal mine, and I was going down the track getting into it. It's a downgrade from the way he set it up, and I fucking derailed because it was going too fast down the curve.
Oof.
And
that
again, because I'll show you on the map. I'll show you when we start running this train up the hill. Did you get yeeted off the game or what?
No, I'm inspecting the train from back to front.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. It's a long train, it really is.
Yeah.
But it's 40 cars. But so, like I said earlier, when I was playing this by myself earlier today, I got because I was standing on top of the car, on the top of the caboose, the tender, and there's a low bridge. I mean, like if we were playing this in real life, it would have like scraped the top of the locomotive off, like the smokestack and the cab of the engine would have been blown off or yanked out,
Right.
or scraped off, I should say. But instead, it didn't scrape off the locomotive; it scraped me off, and so I got stuck between a rail car. I was able to get unstuck without derailing the train.
Uh-oh,
But the train
game
was
crash.
still. Oh no!
Yep.
On you? On you?
It crashed on me. I'm sending report and shit.
Oh shit! Well, I'm still seeing. Is what I was asking. Well, not anymore. Damn it!
Yeah, that sucks. Ugh. But it doesn't just suck,
Yeah,
but it's like it really sucks.
Well, to be honest, I've experienced a lot of game crashes like where I get an actual complete crash out and then have a error report that I send in. It's pretty nuts. I don't know why it's been doing that to me lately. Hey, the next time you get in here, let me know and I'll save the game so this way when you load back in, it'll load you up in the the
In the right
Wait.
spot?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm attempting to get back in right now.
Okay. Worst case scenario, you have $2,000. You can always buy a hand car.
This is
It won't
true.
matter. It's just, I mean, that's what you could do.
Okay,
I
am spawned back in the game.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just loading up the tender. Like I said, it was probably like 3/4 full when you get the locomotive. But I like to fill it up because, especially when I was running by myself, I would stand outside the cab. I wasn't able to monitor how much fuel was in the fire. But every so often, I would just take 5 logs and eat them into the boiler or the firebox. And I was like, well, screw it. If I have a full tender of wood, a tender full of wood, it won't matter how much wood I throw in there as long as I can get it going.
He said wood.
Ah ha ha, wood.
Yep. Wood.
Woodweiser.
That's right, Woodweiser. Woodyweiser. I have ordered myself a hand cart.
Cool.
Check area.
Holy crap!
Okay, for what?
This book, Tony, has the train incident at Orchard in it. An aerial view. Wow. Still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I was waiting for you to finish speaking.
No, that's it. It's got the incident. It's got multiple photos of the incident in 1951.
Oof.
What happened there?
Head-on collision.
Steam
With-
locomotives or diesels?
Diesels.
Oh, it wasn't too bad then.
Oh,
Was
you
it-
have no idea what I'm looking at then.
Was
well,
it?
I mean,
Was this that one incident where one of the crews passed out from asphyxiation
Oh,
that led to the crash? I know there
I do
was a
not know.
similar incident back in the 60s like that.
well, this one's
At
in
Orchard.
1951 at Orchard
Oof.
on November 25th, 1951. shows the complete devastation where a westbound freight train collided with a standing train beneath a coal chute, killing 5 men.
Oh, completely different incident then.
Yep.
I didn't know that they had a coal chute at Orchard.
Well, they had one until it was destroyed by this train accident.
Oh, yeah. It's just weird that they would have had one there in the first place.
Well, remember that's where the Boise splits off to go to the junction.
That's true. Yeah, please do load up the save file there, Ben, to Discord.
You got in there? Oh yeah. I can load up the save file for you.
Yeah.
It's a fun little run, honestly. And I did pin you. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I did tag you in the sub chat category, whatever the hell it is, in the Railroads Online Discord channel,
Yeah.
so you could have access to it. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting little challenge because I mean, when you think about it, it's pretty bonkers, man. And I mean, if this map is pretty well laid out, so if you want to learn how to, if you just wanted to just do running operations, this wouldn't be a bad map to get a bunch of people on and just do some outrun runs, do some runs with it.
Yeah. Not a bad idea at all.
If you guys do a yard or whatnot, or I'll build you the track and you guys can run it.
Well, with this map already built up like it is,
I build my own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever get the game and get to playing with it, though.
Still waiting. I ever get the computer to work?
Aren't you still waiting on that GPU?
Okay, so what's left that I have to get is the hard drive, and then I have to spend another $100 and take the whole entire kit caboodle over to Best Buy. They'll set everything up. Get the Windows onto the computer, set the drives up, and give it back to me, and I can put all the stuff on. And that's all I have to do.
Well, you could probably find I won't say a bootleg copy, but you could probably find a Windows 10 license if you can get a hold of a USB drive that's got the Windows 10 install on it.
Oh no, they're going to do the install and get all the disk drives set up for me, so I don't have to worry about doing anything. They're going to do all that for $100.
I mean, it ain't bad. I'm just saying, I've done enough computer installs to know that it ain't that hard once you get it done. So if you could find, like my brother, he bought a Windows 10 professional key off eBay for like $15, $10. And wow. I had a flash drive that we were able to install the Windows 10 installer on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so for $10 or $20, we were able to, and it was a real Windows 10 key, so it wasn't like we got bullshitted with it.
Yeah.
So for $10, and then all I had to do was, okay, I had an AMD video card. I looked up for AMD drivers. I had an Intel device, went for Intel drivers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the most part, the BIOS, as long as you know the brand, it don't take that long. That's all I was just saying. I mean, if you wanted to save $100, if you needed to save $100, let's put it that way, and you could spend $10 and do it yourself, which that's it. I just wanted you to say if you wanted to save money or whatever, or if you wanted to have a challenge, that's it. I'm not trying to force anybody anything.
Oh no. I've got Windows 8 somewhere.
Ugh, I hate that piece of shit program.
Yeah. And I still can't even get that to work.
Oh yeah, I'm really still on here, man. Playing the game.
Surprised. What's his name? Nathan's not on.
No, he's not.
I said I'm surprised. He's usually been trying to get on lately.
Mark's watching us on YouTube.
Well, I gotta go to the grocery store and pick up some food, and I'll be right back and get on with you guys.
Well, who's gonna go to the grocery store? Take me with you. Take me with you.
I'm just picking
You have
up.
Discord on your phone, right? Just do it that way, man.
I can't. I don't have very much data left on my phone.
Oh, you're one of those plebs who can't afford lots of data. I just got lucky that my brother was in the military, so the plan that he has is unlimited talk, text, and data for $50 a month for 2 lines, and I think I get mine for like $35 a month.
Yeah.
So I got lucky.
Well, I'm planning on upgrading my data once I get this phone paid for.
Who's your service through, if you mind my asking?
Verizon.
Oh,
I'm surprised that they even have a limited data plan.
no, Verizon, Big Red is its nickname. They're not the best company in the world, honestly.
I mean,
Really?
even so, you know, I'm still surprised that they actually have a limited data plan.
Do they slow you down, or do they straight up like turn you off?
No, they'll charge you $15 after you use the last gigabyte.
Well, that's bullshit. At least with T-Mobile, even when I had like a 4 gig limit or whatever the hell it was, 4.5, 5 gigs, even if I exceeded that, they would only just slow me down. They wouldn't even turn off my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bogus, man.
But I'm just going to increase my data. That's all.
How far you made it, Tony?
I'm almost there.
But I'll be right back, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Hey.
Yep. So yeah, Mark says Verizon. Yuck. Yeah, I agree.
I like my T-Mobile.
I mean,
they're pretty good.
I'm with Cricket. They're pretty decent too. They then again, they're networked with AT&T, so. I'm gonna just full on derail here. Come on, little handcart. Do my bidding. Yeet us off the track.
I have fully stocked the locomotive. Took damn near 300 logs, but damn.
Nice.
Actually, it took damn near 350, but I've probably chunked about 20 logs into the firebox. About 320 is how much. Yeah, like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe probably like closer to half the tender got used up. Seeing how much wood is on the tender now.
Right? Mark says he has T-Mobile.
I like them. They've always done me good.
I'm just surprised that Dan has a limited data plan on his stuff.
I sadly am not. That's what I mean by Verizon sucks. Whereas like T-Mobile, oh, you have 4 gigs, 5 gigs, whatever the heck. I mean, I think all of no. Right now, as far as I'm aware, all of their data plans are unlimited, but some of them are like, oh, you have to pay tax. So like the Magenta and Magenta Plus is taxes are included in you. Like Magenta is like you get slowed down at like 40, 35 gigs. You get slowed down on data capping.
Yeah.
But you get slow. I don't pay any extra for it. You get unlimited still. Magenta Plus or Max or whatever the hell they're calling it now is like 50, 75 gigs. And then like Essentials, you still have to pay taxes on all that mess, so it's a little bit cheaper, but it's not as good as the other plan.
Yeah.
I think they slow you down like 25 gigs or something like that. So I mean, it's not even bad, honestly. God damn it! Just as you get in, the whole game crashed on me.
Oh, for real.
For real.
This time it wasn't actually me. Damn. Yeah, Mark says after what
here.
Yeah, I finally get there. And the game crashes. So Mark says after what AT&T did to him back in 2016, he'll never use them again.
What did he do to him?
That question I will forward to him. I mean, Dan ended up getting a new phone and everything, so yeah, I'm just surprised he didn't get an upgrade to his data.
Probably couldn't afford it if I had to guess.
Yeah, no,
But
you know.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. If you're having to pay $20 a month on those stupid monthly payments on the damn phone, that's pretty damn stiff, and you can't really afford. And like I said, Verizon is overpriced to begin with, honestly. I personally would have shopped around for a different carrier and to see who else would work in my area that I would work in. And then see if you can't shop around, like you said, Cricket, AT&T, T-Mobile, Boost, somebody else to see if you can't get better data, better pricing, and I won't say a cheaper phone, but maybe like less than the phone payments, depending on what their down payments and all that kind of crap are.
Right. See, like I'm so it's like I forgot what I was gonna say. Because Cricket has unlimited internet.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Did you set back up on the server again? Because I see a 40 card challenge take 20.
Yep, that's me. And it has a question mark. Like, yeah, it's loading on my end, so you can go ahead and jump in.
Okay, so yeah, so I don't know what the deal is, but like, do you remember that Clearwire service back in the day?
No.
Where basically I think this might have been a local thing back in Idaho. I'm not entirely sure, but it was like this whole idea where you buy like this mobile antenna and you receive internet data. Like you plug it into a laptop, it works something similar. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it works something similar to mobile data. Where you pay like an X amount of dollars for, say, like how many gigabytes per month or something like that. Are you back at the yard? Or are you up at the Glenbrook?
I'm at Glenbrook. Eureka.
Eureka, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I got smart. The first couple times I was having to restart the game, I went ahead and said, well, fuck it. I saved it where that's why I always spawn up at the locomotive.
Yeah. Smart.
I have those moments. But they don't come that often, unfortunately.
Tell me to check funds. No, game. You check the funds. I have the money. Yeah, I have the funds, game. Wow, I am not able to buy a rail car. I mean, I'm not able to buy a hand car. Wow.
Oh,
Nice one, game.
Do you have the funds for it or something?
I have the funds for it. I have all 2,000 buckaroos.
Weird. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Well, at least, Mark, you get to watch me, go back up to Sawmill.
Again.
Yeah, again. Imagine if they had these kind of mechanics, for, well, like I said, for these cars from back in the day. He says that Mark says the best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. Yeah.
I'm in the process of reloading the firewood on the locomotive again, so don't mind me.
Well, I am on my way back up.
Cool.
I'm surprised this fire depot down here doesn't have any wood. I mean,
Probably used it all up.
probably. I've been working on the railroad all my live long
this
day.
already. I can stand on the wood platform and just throw firewood in the tender now.
Nice.
Unlike the fucking quarter where you have to like up, down, kneel, and all that bullshit. Nope, the Eureka, you just stand on the platform and just yeet that son bitch in there.
Yeah.
That's nice. Means it must have a pretty dang big hitbox if you can do that. I like it. They really need to make the hitboxes bigger on the Eureka, on the Porter's firing box though, and the what do you call it? The woodpile hitbox you see better too.
Mark says he believes the proper term is fuel check. Yeah. Well, let's put it. Yeah, let's put it this. I was talking about the hand cart, so that's what he was replying to.
Ah.
I mean, imagine if you could have a hand cart that could do this action, where you could just stand there on the platform while it's basically pumping itself. Hoorah! I mean, thing would have to have a built-in motor of some kind. Oh, a fuel deck. Okay, I see what he means. He must have been must be referring to the firewood depot.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's still like a platform to me, so I just call it platform.
Where you load firewood onto the locomotives. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I know it's part of the tender. I don't know. I didn't know they called it a fuel platform.
I am almost there.
Cool.
All right, I'm going in full on into the switch here. Oh, I derailed before I got to the switch. Dang.
It's all good.
Oh, well, I'll just leave it on the side of the road.
Like the
In real
card.
life, loading up a tender is backbreaking. Yep. That it is.
In game, it's just really tedious with all the right and left hand clicking,
Yep.
or right and left mouse button clicking, I should say.
Yep.
Could you imagine if they would have stuck to how they originally let you only pick up one at a time? On the other game, American Railroad,
Yeah.
they only had it at one log per time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save the game right now. Okay, it is saved, so you will load up, hopefully.
Can you
Next
save it again
time.
so I don't spawn in the platform?
You'll be fine, I think, but I'll save it again here in a second. Let me throw some more logs in the firebox to get this thing 100% warmed up. I don't know why I just hit the F key, but okie dokie. Slot 3 saved. Good. Did you want to run the locomotive? I've gotten it almost all the way to the coal mine, so if you want to run it, you can. And I'll fire it for you and help you and all that fun stuff.
Well,
What do
the
you wanna
boiler
do?
pressure is looking good.
Oh, it's already maxed out 100%. What do you want? What do you
everything's
say,
looking-
boss man? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll run
You
it.
want to run or you want me to run? Okay. Now, here's the kicker. Because this is such a long train, you're gonna have to start it off really slow. So the guy that, because I had the hardest damn time, so you're gonna want to start it off with like 10% or less of throttle, and you're gonna want to have the engine brake set to like 3 to 7%, or 5 to 7. Sorry, 5 to 7% brake and like really low throttle or regulator, however you want to call it. And the reason for that noise is because if you take off too fast, you're gonna pull the train over, right by the platform back there where the empties meet the heavies. You'll pull the train over. I've done it several times. It frustrated the living fuck out of me. But I had to ask, and he's like, yeah, I had to get it started going. Oh, you got it reversed.
Oh, it is in reverse. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you started out slow, like, anyway, to basically take out coupler at slack.
I have so much coupler slack. It's literally like if you pull it too hard, the train will literally fall apart or fall over on you.
Yeah, string line. Sounds like. All right, well, you be my conductor, then throw in my switches for me.
Oh, yeah, there's no switch to throw. Everything's lined for you already. What I will be is your pilot guide / fireman. Because if you get out of the cab like you are, unless you're running an F mode, so.
Yeah. I'm running in F mode because this thing will be hard to drive. Mark says, and to think I've actually stood on the deck plate of the Eureka. Yep. Right there.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, now that we're going, if you want to move it up a little bit in speed, you can. And just getting started really slow is what you have to do. But just until we unravel the whole train around this curve, I would just, train handling. That's all I got to say about that. You know how to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Note to self, even if I get stuck in the train, do not stop unless you absolutely have to. And I say that because I've made the mistake of trying to stop this. I've stopped this thing before, and I've tried turning it back up, and I derailed the whole damn thing.
Oof.
No, I won't say the whole damn thing, but I've derailed enough that I was like, fuck it. At this point
this
in time,
is the only.
It's just not worth it.
This is the only game where you could ever see cars bouncing off the track like that.
Yeah. There's gonna be, and I already posted the screenshot on the Discord chat, so you'll have already seen it. But it's gonna be pretty epically awesome when you can see the ass end of the train over the top end of the locomotive.
Yeah. The water level is good, by the way.
Yep.
Fire temperature is good. It's 400. Fuel is good. It's 53.
Let me know when it gets down to like in the 20s, and I'll start chunking a couple of pieces of wood.
Yep.
What's your throttle set at?
31%.
That's good. Once you there's gonna be a wooden bridge that's gonna cut to the right, and you'll see another one cutting to the left. You're gonna want to take your throttle and put it to damn near 0, and just maybe ride the brake a little bit. That's when we're gonna be going down towards the smelter area. Well, I say down towards it. It'll be a big loop that'll spiral down on a 2 or 3% grade going down, and if you're going too fast there, you'll wreck out. Going too slow, and you'll stop, and you stop the train. You try to start up on that curve going down again, you'll pull the train over straight up. That or it'll derail itself, pushing it down.
How are we looking back there?
Train, so far, so good.
Hey, Mark, I bet you never had your Glenbrook or Eureka ever do this, right? Bounce up and down off the track. What does the generator slide do?
Nothing, 'cause we don't have a generator in the locomotive.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. All right, down to 37.5 on the fuel. Water level still good. Boiler pressure still excellent. Air brake pressure excellent.
You should be up to 57 or something like that now.
Yeah, just went up to 55.
That was me. I threw 2 logs in.
Okay.
And you see this curve up ahead that we're going to?
Yeah.
I believe you'll see a bridge, and that's when you're going to want to really start pushing the throttle in. For the moment, you're okay, but just let you know.
Yep. Mark says the generator dynamos for the electric lighting. Okay. So I'm still learning a lot about these much older locomotives that had some pretty neat features on them. They even got the builder plate right there on the side. Front of the boiler. So after I get around this curve here, push the regulator all the way in, take the brake on to a certain degree?
No, I would just say maybe just push the regulator into like 6 or 7%. And then maybe look at putting a little bit of brake pressure on. Yeah, I would go ahead and take the throttle off for sure. Throw it down a little bit. And maybe you ride like a 4 or 5% on the brake or something. I mean, I wouldn't take the throttle off all the way because I didn't. I just rode a little bit with the brake and a little bit less with the throttle. I wanted to pull the train along. I didn't want it to stop and have the train push itself and cause a derailment. But I didn't want to be going too damn fast around the curve because I won't say it's a really sharp curve, but think Georgetown loop level of turn.
Check this out. It's like 6% brake, 6% regulator. Ooh, they built this. Oh, that's impressive.
Way more impressive than you imagine here in a second. You'll see why.
So, what is this area here?
So, if you look down there on the left-hand side where you got that switch, going to the left, it'll take you to iron ore and coal mine. Going to the right, it'll take you down to the smelter.
Okay. I increased the brake up to 19%.
Okay.
Mark says, looks like he needs to start a class on steam locomotives. Maybe call it Steam 101. Yeah, fair enough.
Who does?
Presented by Train Talks Podcast. Oh, Mark.
Oh. Okay. That would be not bad at all. Kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Teach us and the general public about the inner workings of steamers like this.
Now, speaking of steamers like this, how's your fuel levels?
Fuel levels, it's down to 22.6 on the wood.
You should have about 50 now.
Yeah, it went up to 51.1.
It'd be at 70 now.
Okay, the brake's at 34%.
I mean, you don't have to ride it that hard. I think we're okay now. I went around this thing at a fairly good clip. I didn't derail anything. Just, I know that if you don't do any kind of pre-checking on the train, you'll derail.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty good idea, Mark. Do a steam locomotive class.
Well, I mean, you go pay $2,500 for 4 days. You get to go fire a steam locomotive on the Cumbres and Toltec.
Ooh.
Once you do that class, you pay $3,000. You go actually run it.
Damn. Oh, it's a similar thing to like what the Nevada Northern is doing. Here's a pretty sharp curve ahead. Right here.
It'll be fine. As long as we're going about this speed, we'll be okay. Obviously, going too fast, we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, look at how tight that is. Woohoo! Man, I'm surprised that this motor would actually be able to get around that curve. I mean, it's like designed for like a porter.
You'd be surprised how sharp curves steam locomotives can take back in the day on narrow gauge. I mean,
How's
the
that
DNS
switch
runs
looking
at
ahead?
22. It's line for us.
Okay. Well, we're about to loop under ourselves.
That's what I mean. You can see we're chasing our own tail at this point on the right-hand side. Look to your top right.
Yep.
We're just chasing our own tail at this point. I would like to do the 50 or 100 car Eureka challenge. Go ahead, sorry.
There's your Tehachapi loop in this game, Mark. Brakes still at 31%. Regulators at 16.
Okay. I think
Water
once we get
temperature.
under the bridge, we're gonna start climbing a little bit.
Okay.
Water temperature what?
Water temperature's at 110. Boiler
Okay,
pressure's at 130. They would need to pay to run their they need to pay to run their locomotives because running steam is not cheap. Once I get us a little bit more out of the curve here, I'll throttle it up.
Yep.
I'll reduce
I'm just
brake,
letting you know,
however.
I mean, you could. I was say because I think we're getting ready to start climbing, so. This is the part where I believe I started noticing we're climbing up. Because if you look to your right, we'll see ourselves looping back over here in a little bit. Yeah, that's. No, that's not it. That's going down to the smelter still. No, yeah,
Yeah,
it's up ahead of us. Yeah, straight
I can
ahead
see
of us.
where we're
You'll
going.
start climbing again.
Yeah, I got regulator up to 33%.
Okay.
Thanks for the fuel, by the way. 120 psi. So they got the boiler pressure wrong on this thing.
What's your fire level at?
The fire temperature's at 400.
Maybe want to back down to, I don't know, 20 to 35% is okay, I think. I forgot how fast I was rolling. I mean, I just set my throttle and I want to say at this point I had it set to like 25% throttle and like 60% regulator, but I mean reverser, but might be a good idea to slacking off the throttle just a little bit because I see some wobbling pretty far back on the train. That's not a good sign. Go ahead, sorry.
Throttle's off.
what are we gonna say before that though, or after that?
So Mark says water temp is actually boiler pressure, 120 psi.
You can go ahead and open it back up again. Just going. We were just getting a little too much wobble, and I didn't want the. I noticed that that's like the when the tender derails going downhill. When I was almost a fucking coal mine, the tender got to wobbling, and that's when it fricked the whole train over. And I saw some of that wobbling going on towards the back of towards the middle of the train. I was like, ooh. So what was he saying about the water pressure or the water temperature?
He said the water pressure is your boiler pressure. It's 120 psi. They got it at 130 on this Eureka.
Well, it's probably what it was originally spec'd for.
Huh.
But you have to realize, unless they've recently or ever reboiled the Eureka, it's sitting on an 1890, 1880s, or however old the hell the Eureka actually is, boiler. And so, if they haven't ever reboilered it, the FRA's probably already told them they have to drop the pressure on it down to like 110 or 120. That's what they've done to a lot of the older steam locomotives.
Yeah, Mark says you never worry about fire temps. It's all dependent on your boiler pressure and water level in the sight glass. Yep, very true.
Well, on this game, we have to look at fire temperature because if the fire temperature gets to go below 400, we've run out of fuel and it'll stop heating up the water at that point.
Yeah.
That's still a reason why there's a heat temperature or heat firebox heat numbers.
Okay, we're up to 70 on the firewood.
Yep, I loaded you up a little bit.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. It helps to have a fireman. It really does. That's why when I was running this by myself, I couldn't freaking do it because I couldn't be in actual train control mode because I was having to fire the locomotive, and I didn't. Like I said, I learned my lesson. The first time I stopped the locomotive was actually on that curve that when we overlooped ourselves the first time around, overhead, where I got that screenshot of the cars, and I was looking at them from the lower side of the curve. Like I said earlier, I stopped the train there the first time I was going up that area because I had run out of fuel in the firebox, and the fire temperature was going down. So I was like, this is the perfect place to stop it. Stopped it, refired it, got it going again, and then like halfway back on the train, like 6 cars derailed. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Reloaded the game. I was like, mother fricker. I was so pissed.
I have the regulator at 41%. So, these particular locomotives were built in 1875 here. So, yeah, probably in 1875 they didn't have such a need for high boiler pressure like 130. So 120 would seem the number. Would be the number, rather. These were nice looking units, though.
Mm-hmm. They stopped making them brass polished and stuff like that shortly after.
Yeah. So, Mark, what was the idea behind the wood cabs on these units here? %50 regulator.
I was running about 40 to 41, 40 to 50% coming up. So, I mean, we're doing a pretty good clip still. I know that 40% ish, between 40 and 45, I think is what I was running, worked good. I don't know anything above 45, so proceed at your own risk, I guess is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So So Mark is saying that the Eureka was 130 pounds per square inch. Okay, so they did get it right then.
They, like I said, it probably operates like 100 to 120 psi today because the boiler's so old. They don't want the extra strain on it to blow it up. Unless they completely reboiler the damn thing.
Hey Mark, didn't the Virginia and Truckee, did they do a boiler rebuild on their Eureka? Mark says wood caps are a piece of art, and wood was easier to work with. Okay, so I didn't know that. So that's probably why that's why they put on the wood caps rather than the iron or the steel or whatever. But then the problem is that, you know, wood caps could burn too pretty easily. A little bit less durable than, say, like steel. Hold on, my dog's wanting out. I mean, you can see that these wood cabs looked absolutely amazing. I could use some more wood. Please.
All right, how much wood do we need?
Just give me a bushel.
So about 5 then?
Yep.
Good to go? Or need more?
Yeah, I need more because that only put me up to 32. Okay, that's good. I'm up to 69. Yeah.
All right, yeah, it maxes out at 70, so perfect.
He says the boiler legging was actually made of white pine and Dan restored it that way. Okay. So they did do some boiler work on it.
Yeah, but I highly, unless they rebuilt the boiler completely, it's probably almost original, isn't it?
Is it original?
Mostly?
Mark? Mostly original? So how far do you think we have to reach the coal mine here?
Oh, we first got to get to the iron ore mine, and then we get coal mine.
Okay.
You'll know. We'll literally pass through iron ore, and then the next journey phase will be to coal.
Okay.
We got about, we're probably about halfway there. No, we're not even halfway, sorry. We're probably about a quarter of the way to iron ore right now.
Long route.
2% grade. Or I should say 2 to 3% grade. It's hard on this game. If you've actually been to iron ore, I don't know if you've had the opportunity to get it to iron ore. I've done it once.
Right.
It is.
I haven't been up there.
Iron ore is an absolute. I've never been to coal mine either, so I haven't figured out how to coal mine yet. But I've walked to iron ore before, and I've tried building rail from iron ore down. Let's just say, for me, when I was trying to lay track, it was, I mean, the grade, I was looking at like 4% grades, and it was a fucking nightmare. It's like, god damn. And this guy was able to build a 3 to 4%, 2 to 3% grade getting up. So, yeah, kudos to that dude, because it is an absolute shit show getting up to iron ore and coal mine and all that shit.
Yep. So Mark says, I doubt that the boiler is totally original. Most of the time the fireboxes were replaced at least 2 to 3 times in their lifetime.
Well, what I meant by the firebox, yes. But I mean, like, most of the boiler is probably almost original. I don't think it's ever had a complete rebuilt boiler.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, the Durango Soldier Steam locomotives, they're all original boilers. Maybe the fireboxes, because those wear out, get burned down, all that fun stuff. But I think the boiler itself, minus the tubes and flues, and the sheet, the actual cylinder itself is 100% original. I don't know if the Eureka's is or not. I want to say I think I heard it was, but that's hearsay, and I don't know.
I still find it amazing that we have any Eurekas left, actually. So we get to see some real railroading history in action there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, heck, they probably modeled this Eureka loosely on the one on the, on the Virginia and Truckee. With differences, though. I mean, it's a beautiful looking locomotive.
I think they actually based it off of the one that ran in Cumbres this past year. I think that was the model that they were modeling it off of.
Probably.
Well, because if you look very closely at this model, you'll see on the right-hand side how it has that air compressor.
Yeah, right here.
You'll know that the original Eurekas, by the time that they were stopped being used, I believe they didn't have the need or the desire to put air compressors on, because I think they're already retired by the time they came around for it.
Yeah. Hey, so, Mark, does the Nevada Northern Eureka have an air compressor like this on the side? Mark says that there are 3 440s of the Eurekas still in existence. And that in and of itself is pretty awesome. And one is operational as far as I'm aware. Are they all operational, Mark? Or, I mean, 2 of them. I mean, so what I'm saying is that all 3 are operational. I'm up to 53% regulator.
Okay.
Okay, so it says that the air compressor was added on by the S&W&L company. So it seems like that only certain Eurekas got it then.
Right. That's why I kind of understood it.
Yeah. And then he goes on to say that only the Eureka is optional. Yep.
What you got? Need fuel?
Yeah, I'm good on fuel for the moment. I'm just playing with the whistle.
Okay, I'm just curious. I heard you tooting on. I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to make sure it's all good.
So taking the regulator off a bit. Looks like we're gonna go downgrade here.
I don't think we'd go downgrade, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're going downgrade. I can see it going downward. So 17% regulator, 11% brake. Guess if you look where we're going into.
Oh no, we'll still keep climbing. We're not even close to iron ore yet.
Okay, so the Eureka was never a V&T locomotive. It ran on the Eureka and Palisades Railroad. Okay. So I'm glad you clarified that. Thank you very much, Mark.
I want to pick back up the speed again. I think we're slowing down quite a bit.
Okay, took the brake off, put regulator back up to 42%. %. Open this bad boy back up.
Yeah. I don't know if it was actually a downgrade or if it just was a trick of the eye with the mountains. It's hard to tell. The game gets kind of weird sometimes. Visually, anyways. How you doing on fuel?
I could use a bushel of wood.
Get enough or need
Perfect.
more?
Perfect.
All right, you
That took me back up to 69. Boiler pressure's good. 130. Air brake, good. Water temperature, good. Water level down to 3,049. Fire temperature, good.
All right. We're about 50 to 65% to the iron ore mine. If you look to the right, it's a 300 foot straight down.
Hey, that's where you do your high diving championships.
What you got the regulator set to?
52.
Might want to
Now
bring it
back down to
close ahead.
39.
I mean, I think 45's okay. Just they're going a little bit fast in the back end, and I saw some. Again, it could be my computer jittering. I just saw some questionable movements. It's hard with the computer stuttering sometimes to tell what's game mechanics and what's stutters. You know.
Right.
But I mean,
Mark
we're
says
this damn far up. Go ahead.
Mark says that Eureka was later sold to the Sierra Nevada Wood and Lumber Company.
Nice.
So I see an impressive array of truss bridges coming up here.
Yep.
Any
And we'll climb
switchbacks?
all of that. Well, not switchbacks per se, because they don't have a switch that you go up and then you flip and go back upwards, and go back again. No. They're like switchbacks, except they have a loop around at each end and they climb up over themselves. It's a very fascinating setup.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to see it coming up.
Yeah.
Dan has entered the chat.
I have come back to the chat.
Yeah. Do you have chicken for me?
How did you know?
I was just taking a lucky guess.
We're almost to iron ore, man. We're right around the corner.
That gonna be our first stop?
Nope, we're not stopping until we get to the coal mine.
Okay.
So, in order for you to get coal or iron out of the iron mine, or coal mines, you have to provide them with wood, timbers. Well, I say timber, so like planks, 2x4s,
Yeah.
and then smelter you have to provide them with wood, and ore, obviously. And something else, I think. Maybe planks or timbers. Something.
So when we get up to coal mine, do you want to save the game?
Oh yeah. That's exactly what I was planning on doing.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, just so you know, I don't have access to the map.
I know. That's why I look for it at you. Look at it for you. But we're getting pretty damn close. I mean, we're almost to iron ore. And then once you get to iron ore, then we're gonna go up to coal mine. But like I said, it's going to be an interesting ride for you.
Holy crap, Tony! What's going on with your train?
It's doing the bouncing Betty. That's what it's doing.
How's your fuel?
Somebody. Fuel is down to 24, so give me 5. Yeah, it's train's doing the bouncing Betty.
Woohoo!
It's doing the jig because somebody's playing some good music in the background.
Well, Tony's got a ping of 62.
Which isn't bad because I'm also considering I'm live streaming too.
You got a ping of 43 now.
Oh wow, you can actually see what my pings are.
Yep, I can look at them. I hit the tab. Now you're 35, that ping.
Yeah.
So if you hit tab, it tells you the ping. So right now that you are at 39, it's 57, 54, 51. Yeah, it tells you what your pings are. And, you know, you can look at your pings and I can look at my ping. Whoever's host has a 0 ping and whoever's not hosting has a ping number next to it.
Yeah.
Usually.
So that must be a new feature they added.
I don't know. I think I've always seen that, but I don't know. And of course, here is iron ore. We're not going to stop here, but you don't have to slow down a lot, but a little bit slow would probably be cool so you can see it all.
So we're going into the service sighting here.
Yeah, but we're not going to stop here. So like I said, the guy was nice enough. He has everything lined up for the run up to coal mine, so you don't have to worry about switches or any of that crap.
Cool.
Because that would have stopped. You'd be like, oh,
Oh, I can see why, because the track off to the left is not main.
Yep.
Look at that chute right there, Dan.
Oh wow!
Yeah, see, iron ore takes lumber and beams in order for you to get iron ore produced. If you don't have lumbers and beams, you don't get any iron ore out of them. It's bullshit.
Mark says that locomotive became a movie star. Last used in the movie The Shootist. That locomotive is very well known. It's been in a few movies. I think it was even, if I remember right, I think it was even in Rooster Cogburn. I could be wrong. I mean, because when I saw this locomotive
Wasn't that a John Wayne movie?
John Wayne movie, yeah. They had a locomotive like this appear in one of his movies. And I thought, you know, as a kid watching that movie, it's like, okay, it's a standard of steam locomotives. I didn't know that they built anything bigger until I saw something like the UP Challenger in person. It's like, oh my God, that's huge. Okay, guys, tour is over.
Yep, we can go back up now. Now, if you look to your... How did you get all the way out here, Tony?
Just followed the track through.
No, I mean, your guy's standing in the woodpile right by the coal tender spout, water hole.
I don't know. I'm still controlling the locomotive, but apparently I'm doing some backseat driving because that's me right there behind Ben. Jedi mind tricks on the locomotive, man. Jedi mind tricks. Woo! Is it letting you control the unit now?
No, I mean, if I want to play with the throttles and shit, I can.
Now's the perfect opportunity for you to yeet more logs into my boiler. Oh, I mean,
how much does you need now?
Just 2.
Is that?
Yep. Not perfect. Now that is pretty special.
Yep.
Tony, I don't know how you're staying on this train.
I mean, I'm technically in the cab. Just standing behind the behind the tender. Hey Mark, you've probably never seen that one on the railroad, have you? Somebody driving this thing from the tender?
I mean, I've heard of backseat drivers, but damn, Tony.
I looked back there and I thought that might have been somebody else joining our server, and then you pointed out that I wasn't even in the cab. I was like, what the heck?
Do it again and we'll take it up for a vote.
So Tony, if you look off to your right, we're gonna climb over the iron ore mine not once but twice.
And
it's that upper level is where the train was running free without me in it.
By the way, down those upper level trusses, we'll be going over those.
Wow.
We'll be doubling back and eventually going over that bridge right over there to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there for a second, the locomotive and the tender swapped positions.
It's trying to get me back in the cab, but I refuse. And besides, if I leave, the locomotive will shut itself down at this point, and it's going to be a real pain in the butt to get it going back uphill again. So
No. Don't. Please, don't get out of the cab, man. You get out of the cab and we're going to have hell to pay him. Because I've done that before. Stopped the train on a curve like that, and it was an absolute. I couldn't get it going again without me on the damn train. And with it being as spread out and as high as it is, we derail the car. Starts the game over. We're not going to be able to re-rail it. At least not easily. Let's put it that way. It's going to be the biggest pain in the balls in game history for us at the moment.
Wow, look at that. Holy crap.
Yowza.
That is tight. Woo! Going over the Great Wall here.
Yeah,
Holy
look at that.
smoke.
Talk about a headache to build. Look at all that shit, man.
Yep. See that, Dan?
It's ridiculous tight.
I don't think even a
We're good.
I mean, I don't think even a Eureka can get around something that tight.
You know, I was going to say something, but I won't.
I see where you're going with that.
The joke was.
Hey Ben, can you yeet some more wood into my boiler, please? Give me a full bushel.
Right.
I'm down to 16%.
How we doing now?
We're up to 64.
Cool.
Fucker power.
Oh, and Mark says only in the movie The General. Pucker power.
What's the one in the movie with General?
Eureka. I know I watched all of John Wayne's westerns because back when my dad was alive, he was a huge fan of John Wayne movies. So we watched all of them, not just the westerns, but all the war movies and stuff like that.
Love John Wayne movies.
Yeah.
You talking to me, Pilgrim?
John Wayne was awesome. What can you say?
I like his one line. Yeah, go and walk up to somebody, make sure they're dead.
What line? Where was that one from?
That is from. Oh. Not Rio Lobo. It was El Dorado. That was the movie when he started getting pains in his back.
What?
That's impressive that this porter can, not this porter, but the Eureka can actually pull a train this long and heavy up a grade, this stiff. With curves that tight. Yeah, take that for what you will. Go ahead.
Just say, I mean, it was a narrow gauge locomotive, so I mean, they were designed for tighter turns than people would expect.
Were there any standard gauge Eurekas ever built? Might be a stupid question, but
No, that's a mark clip.
no. Okay. Standard gauge did have its share of 440s, however, though. Just not Eureka specifically. All right. So we're good on everything. Good on water level. Just down below 2,500. Wood fuel is at 43. But if you want, Ben, you can chuck more wood into my firebox.
All right. I'll fire you up, big boy.
You guys just said 3 words that should not even be long in the same sentence with each other, let alone right next to each other.
I know, right?
Big boy?
Big boy. Oh, there is a firewood depot up here. Okay.
But we don't need it, thank goodness, so we don't have to stop and try to get the 40-car train going again. But yeah, apparently they got all the facilities, the water, the sand, the whole shebang.
Now this would actually make better sense going downhill.
You need the sand for downhill approach. That's definitely...
Mark says Dan means the movie The Shootist. Buster Keaton rode the tender as a locomotive was going down the track. What movie were you talking about, Dan?
No, in the movie El Dorado, when he was riding along or in a riverbed, there was a woman that was up. No, there was the kid that was up on top of the rocks and shot at him.
Oh, okay. I can't think of any. Mark says he can't think of any Eurekas that were standard gauge. Yeah, I mean, standard gauge did have its 440s, just probably not specifically classed as Eurekas. Would have been cool if they had one.
And then the girl shot him in the back when he was going into the jail.
I can just slow down just a hair, Tony.
I think that was it. I'll have to... Ouch. I'll have to show you the video, Tony.
Yeah. Yep. Dang, it's taken us like 90 minutes just to get up here.
Wait, really?
No, it's actually taken us realistically about 45 minutes. I've been streaming for 90.
Wait.
93 minutes. That's still a good chunk of time to get up this direction.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some wood. I'm gonna stand on the locomotive now.
Yep.
You'll see why. Oh wait, never mind. We're not there yet. Not there yet. But we're almost there. And this is where I had a runaway train on my ass, and so I'm gonna stay in the cab. I am not gonna get thrown out of the locomotive again. I'm staying low.
If anybody that should actually get thrown out of the locomotive would be me, but you know, whatever. Me and my Jedi mind tricks here, you know. I mean, whoever thought you'd ever see a Eureka, you know, with remote control capabilities. All right, feel free to check that wood in, please. I'm down to 33.
Okay, yeah. See that steel bridge up ahead of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what got me the last time.
Wow.
You got any wood now, or are you good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go on the wood. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Let me know when we get underneath that bridge. I don't want to be standing
Wir also approaching the bridge. Yeah.
Look at how short that bridge is, by the way.
That's a shorty.
Yeah.
I like how the leading truck is actually painted.
What color?
Okay, we're just about to go under. They're brown.
Oh, nice. I'm crouched down. I am not getting
Wow.
pushed underneath.
That is some low clearance. Holy smokes. By the way, I did get knocked off the train entirely, and I'm still in control of it.
I did too.
Wow.
I am in the. Can you slow down this train just a hair?
Oh, yeah. I'm taking it down to 22%. Okay, 19% and no lower. Did you get back
good.
on?
I'm
Yeah, you're on.
defying it back on. Okay, you can put it back to speed again. How the fuck?
Yeah, completely amazing, right? That I'm still in control of the locomotive, even though I'm not exactly on the train. Wow, I'm sitting here watching the tender doing flips. Mark says a DPU Eureka.
Yeah, I mean, I was even ducked down and it still pushed me out of the cab. That's gonna have to get redone, man. It needs to get rebuilt, honestly. This guy needs to come back through and rebuild that. 'Cause there's no fucking way. As a matter of fact, the entire. Go ahead.
I'm trying to see where I'm even at here, but I think I'm down on the other side. Over by the trees. I just can't see where I'm at. Wow.
I can't see you either. Well, your body is gone, but you're here in spirit. You're a spirit driver now.
Hey, I have the power to control the locomotive.
A soul driving man.
That's right. Soul
How's your,
driver.
fuel level?
Make it easy. Fuel level's down at 44.
How's your- Should be at 64
There.
now.
It's at, yeah, it was at 64.
Good. Yeah. Now imagine you get thrown off the train and it's a throttle is set to 40% or 35%, and now you're chasing down the damn train after you finally get unstuck from it, and you're chasing this bitch down and you're actually. I was not on the. I was on the level. I wasn't on the lower level. I was on the ground below the low level. The next lowest level we're on. See, if you look to your right, that's the level we just came up on.
Yeah.
I was running next to the side of the low level. I built a grade to get up on top of the low level, and then I kept running. And eventually, I was able to, between building track and building grades and running down the locomotive, I was finally able to jump in like the fourth or fifth car of the gondolas, or the hoppers, I mean. And I was able to get in the locomotive. Probably God, I don't remember where I got on it. It took forever to catch up to it. What you got the throttle set to?
55. Want me to take it
You
down?
might want to slow it down. Yeah, take her down.
41.
Yeah, we're wobbling pretty good. Yeah, take it down a lot more. That tender's getting that death bobble on us. That's what got me the last time was the death bobble.
Okay, it's down at 27.
All right. You can probably put it up to like 30, 35. Because we're okay now. It's just I was standing on the container and I was like, oh man, it's really wobbling. Got me worried. And there's if you look down to your right, you'll see the iron ore.
Way down there.
Mm-hmm. It ain't close. Back and right, you'll see it now. You can see the back end of the train, just barely though. Look at that. Long ass train.
Yep.
I would love to do a 50 or 100 car Eureka challenge.
Oh. Would you even be able to move a train that big up this hill?
The Eureka's
with no
doing
helper power?
I don't know, dude. The Eureka's pulling it at what, 40% throttle? 50% throttle easily?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why not. Now, if you were telling me, hey, I got the throttle maxed and the Johnson bar to the floor, or to the corner, and we're barely making speed, then I'd be like, yeah, we're kind of screwed now, aren't we? But you still got throttle to play with, so we can keep trucking, man. Okay, so
I could, yeah, give me 5 pieces of wood, by the way, if you don't mind.
all right. Oh, I don't mind. I'll help you out.
Like you said,
Good to
it's yeah, good to go up to 70. Like you said, it's much easier to have an actual fireman. 41%.
Oh.
We're just creeping uphill.
What's the percentage number?
41% on throttle.
Okay. Once we get up this next loop, we're gonna start coming down grade again pretty soon.
Okay.
So just keep an eye on our speed because we're still ascending, but very soon, very shortly here, we're going to end up starting to descend. And that's where it got me, is I didn't catch my descent and we were going too fast and the tender just boom flew off and flipped me over. I was like, God damn it.
Wow.
And the sad part was is I saw the tender wobbling and I pushed the throttle in and too late, day late, dollar short, it fell over. I was like, son of a bitch.
So once we crest the hill here, I'll take the throttle off.
Yeah, might have to ride a little bit of brake, but I'm not sure yet. But we're barely climbing, but I think very soon here we just gotta keep an eye on it because I know that it was shortly after I got up to this part that I derailed. I was busy throwing fire into the firebox, so I mean wood into the firebox, so it got a little bit hard for me to remember where shit was when
Right.
I finally looked up and said, "Oh, we're going too fast. Push the throttle in." Because I just finally got the fire lit back up and thrown enough logs in there that I was satisfied that I wasn't going to lose the locomotive's speed. Again, I wasn't able to sit there and be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, we're only at 45. I'm okay." I was like, I don't know. The fire was gone, like totally dead when I got to it, so it was crazy. I mean, I wish I could have had the ability to stream that, or to capture all that. Cause
That's an interesting bridge over.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
So we're cutting through the gap, the pass between the two mountains that block the coal mine. So pretty shortly here, once we get on the other side of this, you'll kind of see the top of the coal mine tipples and stuff. That's where we'll start. I mean, that's when you probably start needing to look out for slowing down. I believe it's at that point that once it's crested that area, we're actually working on our way toward a downhill slide to get into the basement at that point.
So, how are we looking at coal mine here in terms of our distance?
We're probably like third of the way there on the map. Maybe probably only a quarter.
We're just now going through a mountain pass.
Yep. Yeah, here's the pass. I think it was right around here. You'll probably need to start slowing down because it was right up here at this bridge. So yeah, go ahead and push throttle in and start putting the brake on. Because it was right up here on this wooden bridge in front of us. It's where I started my death spiral. Yeah, it was right up in here is where I started derailing. Where I had to. It's on the bridge up in front of us. That's where I fucked up and I derailed the damn train.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, I mean this is as far as I got. And that's because, as you can see, it's nothing but a downhill slide all the way into the coal mine. Because he's descending at 3% or 2%. You don't gotta ride it hard, but definitely ride them brakes.
Okay, I only have throttle up at 25% just to keep us going until we can feel that momentum shift.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now, you're gonna probably want to start throttling down a little more than that, and a little bit here. I mean, because it was this bridge that we're coming up right now to that I didn't pay attention to it and got myself in a bind and derailed on.
Okay. Well, in any case, you mind chucking in more wood?
Yes, I can.
Thanks.
Yep. I don't want to try to tell you what to do. I don't want you to have the same experience that I did. I'd be like, yeah, we just put the train on the ground. We just wasted an hour and a half of our lives. We have to repeat the damn thing if we want to try to make the challenge again. How you on firewood?
69.
Oh, perfect.
I think I can see the oil field from here.
Yeah, you probably can. You can probably see the ironworks, the refinery, and the oil field off to the right.
Yep, I have the brake at 16%. Yeah, I can see a couple of clear areas down there. Just none of the stuff in that area.
60%?
16.
Oh, 16. I thought you said 60. I was like, gosh, damn, if it's on 60%, this train's really pushing us.
Troublesome trucks comes to mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the brake at 22%.
One word. All right. We seem to be doing okay so far. Everything's still on the rails. Good.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. I already did.
And plenty of wood to knock on this train.
Yes, sir.
Going in dynamics all the way down the hill.
The hell it is. Look at all that traffic I have to get down to it.
All of this just to go to coal mine. Wow.
It would be fun to try to do a speed run. Now that we know how to run the train, it would be kind of fun to do a speed run and see how fast you could actually run from sawmill all the way to coal mine. But it's gonna be a hell of a speed run if you try to do it, man. I mean,
Right?
that's when you'd be like, balls to the walls.
So just
You
as a
know.
point of reference, I hope that they have a water tower at the coal mine.
How bad are we at?
Oh, we're not bad at all. We're down at just below 2,000.
It's about a little more than half.
Yeah, a little more than half.
I think the water's at 4,000 or 5,000 on the Eureka.
We're on a descending grade now, so we're not using up so much steam to keep us going uphill.
But yep. How's your fire looking?
The fire temperature or the fuel? Fuel's
Fuel.
at 37. Okay, up at 70 now, thanks.
Mm-hmm. You can probably ride a little less on the brake if you want to try to go faster to get it over with sooner. I'm just saying, if you want to go faster, we don't have. I don't really care at this point.
You made it over the summit.
Yeah, we still got to get it down into the valley of the coal mine.
I'm down at 8%.
Okay, cool. I'll be your eyes and ears on the train. I'll let you know how it looks.
Yep. Since since my body is way back there somewhere. But that's okay. I have like untold railroading powers. Mark says, "Kamikaze railways. We're just dying to get you there."
I thought this was the rock and roll.
I thought it was the Rocket Express. Ah, too bad we just can't highball it down the line. Need more brake?
Yeah, go ahead and bump it up like an extra 5 or 10%. Just to be on the safe side.
Alright, I got it up to 17.
I went ahead and put like 20% on the first car behind us too, by the way.
Okay.
Just as an extra little, help that it helps. Not that we'll need it, and it's an empty car, so it'll just flat spot like hell.
Imagine taking that little porter up this hill.
I mean,
No, wait.
you've seen the dev stream that they've done a 10% grade with the 2 porters with like 6 or 8 cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was insane. I was like, holy shit!
That was some crazy stuff.
They built a 10% grade all the way up. I was like, God, dog, man.
Well, it's a good thing they set the Union Pacific standard of 2.2%.
Yeah, could you imagine trying to get the Eureka up a 4% grade with 40 cars? And you say, not gonna happen?
And then Mark shows
In
up
your
and
dream?
proves everybody wrong.
In the game or in real life? That's the question.
Both in the game and real life. He shows up, he proves everybody's wrong. He has untold railroading powers too.
Not like you, Tony. You can ghost run a train. Mark can do that. You beat him. You ghost railroader, you.
That's right. Although Mark does have the ability to give any locomotive a horsepower buff, though.
Oh, really? How so?
He can increase its horsepower by tenfold. Woo. Okay, that might be a little too overpowered. Oh, let's just say fivefold.
All right, sounds good enough. God, dog, it's 11:30. I should have been in bed already.
Right?
I'll throw that rule book out the window.
Well, they didn't want to bore tunnels. They didn't want to do. They didn't want to build a line straight to the coal mine or anything. Down to 15% on the firewood, by the way.
You should be up to 65 now.
Yeah,
Are
we're
they
good.
going to have tunnels for this simulator?
Who
They're
knows?
working on it.
But they have to have. Go ahead.
You were gonna say, Tony?
I was gonna say that they if they do have tunnels in this game, they'd have to be specific tunnels.
Yeah.
The tunnels you'd have
They
to.
can't. They couldn't have like an 80-foot tunnel and the locomotive was able to go through it. No, it'd be like 40-foot or something like that.
Probably.
Well, they are wanting to let you build tunnels through the tracks, through the mountains and stuff. The problem is from what I understand, is Unreal Engine 3, which is what they're using, does not like to do tunneling through the mountains and through the assets. It gets kind of weird, and I think that they could buy a package or an upgrade or something like that that would help them let the system do that. But that takes money to buy that package, and I think it's not cheap, first of all. Second of all, then they'd have to deal with a whole other literal mountain of mess to try to get the Unreal Engine 3 from having a cataclysmic failure every time you try to run through the mountains with a tunnel and build a track and all that shit. So they want to, they're talking about it. It's just Unreal Engine 3 is unreal when it comes to dealing with mountains.
I thought they were
And
using
tunnels.
Unreal 4.
Nope. They're using Unreal 3 and Unreal 4 is coming out. Or just came out like a few months or a year ago. When they were like really deep in development with Unreal 3. And from what I understand is they can't really port Unreal 3 to Unreal 4 without either major conundrums or paying a lot of money to try to get the port or something. I don't know. All I know is that they were kind of bitching about it, be like, we got most of the work done on Unreal 3 and now they come out with Unreal 4, which is supposed to be better, but
Oh,
supposedly
you mean
don't
it's
transfer easily.
It's Unreal 5 that's coming out.
Okay, that's what it is. It's Unreal 4 that they're on, and they're supposed to be coming out. They started almost invested with Unreal 4, and then supposedly, I don't know how Unreal 5 and Unreal 4 work together, but it's supposedly going to be expensive or a pain or both.
Technically, it's you could port it over. Titanic Honor and Glory is developing their game, same name basically, on Unreal 4, but then when Unreal 5 comes out, And after it's been refined a bit, they're gonna port it over to Unreal 5.
Okay.
So yeah, that's interesting because Titanic Honor and Glory Demo 3 came out in 2017, and that was completely made on Unreal 4.
Maybe they'll try to put it to 5. I think the problem with this game development versus the Titanic Honor and Glory is you probably have a lot more devs at Honor and Glory than you do with this little game. Because Kume, as far as I understand, he's the only person who's actually doing all the coding and building and porting and mostly bug squashing.
Yeah, when Honor and Glory started out in 2013, they had a couple of guys. Now it's just up to 10, I think. I'm not entirely sure the exact number of devs that they've got, but yeah, either way, it's still more than what they have here. Just one guy.
Yeah.
And all the rest of the dudes doing this are just modelers?
For the most part, like, Kuma's the only one who has access and does all the code work, as far as I understand. Right. I'm not 100% certain how their organization works or functions, but I just leave my foot out of that one.
Right.
That's a whole other can of worms, my friend.
Yeah, that's a can of worms we're not going to be willing to open. So Mark says in response to his powers, this is, it depends on whether I'm wearing a radio chest pack or not. Well, you could wear the radio chest pack, but however, your special maneuver would be in terms of buffing the engine's horsepower rating would be you simply punch the locomotive or something. Like, for example, if the locomotive has like 2,000 horsepower, you give it like 10,000 by punching it.
Chuck Norris, is it?
Yeah, he Chuck Norrises it.
I was wondering if that was going to come up.
Yep. 10,000 horsepower by punching the locomotive.
Oh, thank God, we're almost to our destination. Here's coal mine coming up on the left-hand side.
Woohoo!
All right, Tony, down the torpedoes and full spin ahead.
Arm the artillery cannons. Prepare to fire. We still have to
submarines ready to load. What?
We still need to snake our way down to the bottom, though. So I think when we get there, we'll save it.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing that trip again.
Not going up anyway. I wouldn't mind trying going back all the way down with an empty train for most of it and the loaded 7 cars in front of it, right behind us. That would be an interesting run.
It looks like he just simply... Go ahead.
You were saying?
It looks like he just simply built a balloon track here, so you just loop around and do the thing.
Well, it ain't half bad idea. Kind of the same concept he did up at Log Camp, too. Big old balloon.
Too bad we just can't dump our train down there. Get off here and re-rail it. Say,
but that wouldn't be fair.
Nah, wouldn't.
That's just cheating, and that's cool. I don't mind cheating, but I kind of, maybe, sort of want to do this somewhat correctly. But it looks like if you look up ahead, we just got one more loop down, and then we're on the ground, and then headed into the coal mine. So
Mark says he could just kick it to the traction motors. Sorry for cutting you off, man.
Oh, you're good. I think we're almost done. Hopefully, like another 5 or 10 minutes, and we can blow this cookie stand.
That's right. By the way, I'm 0 on the fuel. By the way.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're just coasting down by now.
Oh, we're coasting down. Who needs firewood in the fired box? still have all the boiler pressure.
Good enough.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks. I mean, just getting the gabbing and coasting down, you know, you think nothing of the firebox. Poor firebox got neglected, abandoned, and left all alone. And the game just crashed. You're gonna have to take control, bud. Well, that's gonna be interesting for me to have to go all the way up to the mine.
Wow.
Makes me think it probably not even worth it. I mean, damn.
You said it, brother. Damn.
All that way, dude. All that way. Only to get rejected.
At the last minute. Hey, you know what? At least you got it all the way up there. I mean, you were just lacking like the last several hundred meters.
Woohoo. Yep.
So will it let you rejoin again?
It'll let me rejoin, but I'll only spawn at the yard of the, or in this case, the sawmill. Because reasons.
Ouch.
Yeah. Big ouch.
Hey, you know, you can always grab the porter and haul the porter asses up here. Set the porter to about, I don't know, 50% throttle and just ride its ass up here.
I could easily do it. Except
You
there's
probably
one
catch
problem.
up to me. That porter takes off like a bat out of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Well, at least I spawned right here at the sawmill.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, I'm almost to the loop. And then I'll be on the lower level coming in. I'll be hopefully getting into the,
Hey, Ben, it might be a good idea for you to go ahead and save right there. Just in case the game
well,
decides to
I
yeet
could-
you too.
I'm worried about saving the game while the train's in motion. I really am.
Oof. You'd have to stop it.
I guess what I won't do. Because I've tried stopping it on a downhill on a curve before, and I told you how well that went, right?
Mm-hmm.
I derailed the train.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want that risk. Shit balls.
Well. Dang. So I'm surprised that the guy has like a couple of firewood platforms here, but no. Oh, he's got a water tower here. Might as well just top off the porter at least.
Man, it is so hard to operate this locomotive without having somebody in the F position to operate it, man.
Hi, Kiki.
Woohoo! Blurred
Let's say this
special effects.
break is not easy. What?
No.
Is that you making the noise, or is that the cat?
That's the cat.
You know, looking at this porter, you know, you think, you know, looking at this porter and looking at the cab is almost bigger than the porter itself. The boiler and stuff. In terms of square space. How are you doing up there?
I'm on the last leg of the journey.
Okay. While the game is still loading up all of the information.
Yeah, where there was a big old waterfall at, or yeah, not waterfall. I guess waterfall over here on the the coal mine side. I've already made that loop, and I'm passing up the rest of my train right now.
Hmm. Well,
yes.
I'm just so you know, I am preparing the porter for my transportation up there. For tomorrow's session. No, wait, I can't get it to frickin' load the wood out of the cab. I need as much wood as I can on the cab.
You can't have that 042 locomotive.
Yeah,
would be nice, wouldn't it?
Class 2, yeah. Call me crazy, but I just cut my brakes off. We're gonna coast on faster.
For some reason, it's not letting me actually put wood into the cab of the porter.
You have to usually kneel down, and it's like the left corners where I always find I gotta put the wood at. But I've got to be kneeled down. Can't be standing up.
And there's already some wood in the cab.
I would say take the hand car, but the hand car ain't that fast.
Nah.
Not as fast as a porter is, anyways.
Yeah, see, I'm putting wood into the fire, into the cab, but nothing stacking up, so I'm gonna have to crouch.
Which is a pain in the balls, honestly.
Yeah. See, it did it that time.
I think you were loading it into the porter and not onto the thing. I mean, loading it into the boiler and not where you should be putting it in the first place. Oh.
Some of it either went into the boiler or just simply got yeeted out of existence.
Yeah.
Which tends to happen, unfortunately.
I actually noticed that my crosshair reticle is not showing up.
Hit G twice. Did you get it to show up again?
Yeah, I got it to show up again. Thanks.
Yep. This trick that somebody told me about, I was like, well, that's nice to know. It works pretty good.
Okay, that's stocked up a little higher.
Hot damn, I think I'm almost there.
So you still down there in doing your thing in Clovis, Ben?
No, I'm over here in Lumberton, Texas.
Lumberton, where's that at?
You know where Silsbee? Well, you don't know where Silsbee's at. So it's north of Beaumont, a little bit west of Silsbee.
Okay.
Good old Lumberton, Texas.
So what kind of BNSF line goes through there? Is that on main line or what?
It's main line, just little subs. Got the Conroe, the Longview, the Silsbee sub, Beaumont trackage. Nothing major, honestly. I think I'm arriving into coal mine.
Okay.
Somebody's going to start screaming, "Why don't you just walk there, man?"
It's a long walk. That's a long walk. That's my response.
Kiki, go lay down.
Okay, that filled my wood up. Well, okay, so for tomorrow's session, I have the wood, the porter, pretty much restocked with wood. And then I will pull it up to the water tower, get it resupplied with water. And I'll make my way up to the coal mine. Not the coal mine,
Sounds
but
like fun.
yeah, yep, yep. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce off of here. Did you save it already?
I need to get the train stopped, but I was just gonna let it pull in all the way through the loop and stop it right in front of the coal tipple. So I'm almost all the way around the loop here, so it'll be like another 30 to 45 seconds, hopefully.
Okay. I'm surprised that whoever put this firewood depot right here on this curve did not put a service track up to it so you could resupply it with fresh lumber. I mean, the other one that's down here at the sawmill has a service track to it, just not this one.
I probably because I put that one there. If it's the one I think you're talking about.
Yeah, it's right on a
It's
curve.
almost out of firewood. It's almost
Yep.
out of firewood, right? Yeah, that was me. I planted the dumb thing because I needed firewood for the locomotive.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, Dan, it looks like it went into the boiler. You know, I yeeted some of that wood unknowingly into the boiler. Big hitbox.
Well, at least it's already stoked for you just to get over to the water tower.
Yeah. All right, grip that handle, fool. Oh, you can open the window on this. That's cool.
Boy, you're doing two things at once there.
Yeah, I did not know you can open the sliding windows on the sides of the cab. That's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save the game now.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, feel free to upload the file when you get a chance too to Discord.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you gotta flip. Yeah. Wow, there's a couple of water towers in the area.
Yeah, there's like one on the other side too. There.
Mm-hmm.
Over by the other fire depot. Well, there's 3 of them there. 3 of them here.
Never have too little.
Or you can never have too many.
Too many, yeah. Okay, my brain's asleep, so sue me.
My brain's there too, sleeping.
I'm about ready to wake it up with some Call of Duty, though.
Still on the game, Tony, or you getting already knocked off?
I'm still on the game, but I'm just kind of playing around, messing around at this point.
Okay.
He's trying to get some water into his little 040.
Little mini me.
No, that's not even mini me. That's micro me.
Yeah. Open. Trying to open the dang hatch. There we go. Now I gotta bring down the spout.
Open sesame.
Well, I'm trying to get it to come down. It's not wanting to play nice.
Now I know why they said you had to have 40 cars. Because this loop is literally just big enough for 40 cars.
Oh, your
Wow.
locomotive needs to be backed up a little bit, Tony. It's not even where it
I
should
don't
be
think
yet.
it's actually on the right track, honestly. Because I think that's just a runaround track. That's not a water tower track. Come on, little Porter. You can make it up this slope without cars. The heck? Now it's trying to do a thing with me to where it's not wanting to cooperate. Come on. All right. Yeah, perfect enough for me.
I'm gonna save it and then shut the game down, Tony.
Okay, yep, go right ahead.
Okay.
I'm
Good to
off
go?
the locomotive. Good to go. Excellent.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys very much for the games. Very much appreciated. So I am going to end the little stream right there. Then I'm going to hop off and make something to eat.
I'm gonna make sweet love to my my eyelids here.
Sounds good, man. All right. I will
Alright,
catch
talk
you
to
guys later. Yep.
Bye.
See ya. Have a good one, Ben.
You too.
Okay. Yep. I'll catch you later, Stan.
Yep.
Thanks for joining.
No,
As
no
always.
problem.
Yep. No worries.